All right, hi guys. How are we doing? Can you hear me? Amid, Ibanka, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
All right. Amid, can you confirm if you can hear me, please?
I can hear you, sir. Good evening, sir.
All right, sounds good, sounds good. So since we are just few today, like just two of you guys, what is gonna happen is I'm just gonna give you guys the open floor to ask question and we get to interact with ourselves and just know how far you have been going throughout the whole code that you have been learning and all of that, right? All right. So so far so good. We've been able to at least in background, what platform are you joining us from? Is it data analysis also?
Yeah, data analysis, sir,
All right. What platform?
from Philomath Family.
Okay, very good. So we have just one Philomath and one Enochs Hub. All right, sounds good, sounds good. All right. So so far so good. Alfred, tell me how far have you gone with your learning?
Let me say, since last week, I've not been up to date, but I've actually tried my best to, um, follow and also to um, be up to date. So this week, or let me say even today, I was I was trying to download the Power BI, but I was able to get it, and then the data preparation and the Power Query. So why was something came to me while I was trying to um I was trying to open the tutorial video. I was following it actually. So I was like, if we are is actually this is like a question. So I was like, if we are able to analyze some data on the with SQL, sorry, with Excel, what's the extent? I mean, why do we need this other? Though I know it's for visualization and other things, but I was like, why do we need all this? I know is that there is actually a reason. So I was like, what's the the why do we need to go all this other one to learn all this other one?
Okay, a very good question. I mean, do you want to answer that before I answer him?
If I were to answer that, I would just say it's more of a professional way of it has a more professional view or a professional way of presenting data, presenting information compared to Excel, and it has more features because I checked out some features and some of them were like responsive. I don't know. I didn't really notice that in Excel, but I noticed that in Power BI. Though I've not gone deep into it. I've not watched the second video. I've only watched the first one. I'll watch the second video tomorrow. Oh, that's the deal. I feel like it's more professional than using Excel.
Okay, sounds good. That's a nice answer. Um, right. So let me go ahead to answer your question, Alfred, right? So I get your perspective, right? You really have Excel which can handle some data visualization. So why do we need to use Power BI or Tableau or even Python like for data visualization? Like why do we need to learn that, right? And the question is, the answer rather to your question is that Excel has its limitation. That's one thing you have to know first, right? There's the maximum number of data entries that you can use that can be inputted into your Excel sheets, right? So number one, if you're working with any project that has to do with a large number of data and it exceeds what Excel accepts, then number one, you can use Excel for that, right? Very good. Now, number two, Excel was not majorly built for data visualization, right? That's why you see most people using Excel for calculating their sheets, their spreadsheets, um, calculating the total number of amount they spent in their shop, in their market, and all of that, right? So Excel was majorly built for basically calculating basic needs, right? Let me put it like that, right? So now when it comes to Power BI was majorly, like, the main aim was to solve the problem of data visualization. That's one thing you need to know, right? And we also have Python libraries for data visualization, right? Because there's sometimes that you might want to clean a large data set, and to be honest, you might not be able to do that in Excel because you have to write some logics and all of that. And before you even start writing logic in Excel, you have to start selecting rows, selecting column, making sure that you are locking each column or doing the right things, and all of that, right? So that's one thing. That's another limitation again to that part, right? So now that you know that Excel, right? Excel was not majorly built for that, and we have other tools that can handle visualization, then they will do very much better than Excel, right? So you can't say that a platform that was built for something majorly, then compare it to Excel that was not really built for data visualization, right? So there are limitations to Excel data visualization. That's one thing you should also know, and that's why Power BI, Tableau, and all of that came on board, right? And just the heads up that Power BI was also built by Microsoft. All right. So Amit, let's Alfred, are we clear?
Yes, thank you very much, sir.
Sure, sure. You're welcome. You're welcome. Amit, can you go ahead to your update with your updates?
So this week, once again, I was just focusing on cargo, getting data set from cargo and trying to work on it by myself. This week I was able to work on two of them. I shared one with the community, and the other one I'm not done. But I'm done with the data analyzing, but I'm not done with the um, visualization aspects and using what do you call this particular stuff. I'm not done with the charts, so that I used to work on the visualization. But this week was just majorly getting data set from cargo and trying to work on two things out by myself.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So, are you prepared for pandas for data visualization, or we should shift that class?
Um, since it's going to be recorded on YouTube, it's not really a problem. But I'm still with Power BI for now. I'm
Okay,
still with Power
sounds
BI
good.
for now.
Sounds good. You done with the basics of Python, right?
Yes, I am.
Oh, sounds good. All right. So, Motala, are you there? Alfred, yeah, you raised your hand. What do you have to say? Go ahead.
Yes, okay. Last week I went to Cargo. I downloaded a a data. So I was working on it. I mean, a data set. I was working on it. So I got confused somewhere. I reached out to one of our tutor. So she helped me to get the question. I mean, now I can get the question by with Jupyter chat, GP chat. So when I got
ChatGPT, right?
when I sorry,
You meant ChatGPT, right?
yes, chat GPT. So I was able to get a question, and while I was working with it on the SQL, so I was able to answer the question one, question two. So that I got confused somewhere. I also reached out to her. She helped me out. So I thought it would be good if I would share it. If I should share it.
Oh, all right, sounds good. Thanks for sharing, Alfred. And to be honest, that's one thing you should always try to do. In case you run into any challenge, right, you can do well to just ask anybody in the community. You can drop it on the community, to be honest, and you can also ask your tutor just to make sure that you don't get stalked, right? And that's a very smart idea or smart approach to make, Alfred. Well done on that. All right. So, Adekunle, are you there?
Yes.
Adekunle, are you there? All right. Can we have your update?
Oh, actually, I'm actually lagging behind a lot.
Okay, what
So I don't
platform?
know why. science.
Okay.
Definitely I've done class for that. Something actually came up like 3 weeks ago. My phone wasn't really working and so on and so forth like that. So I was not really able to connect. But it's not really a while because I've done 10 classes. So I'm just try to find a way um get myself up where we are.
All right, no problem. Sounds good. So Alfred, sorry, Adekunle, what you can do is just try your best to just catch up with the class because we are almost done. We have just few weeks left, and for data science aspect, I mean, especially you would have to do much research on your side because I remember what we are teaching you about data science is just the what's it called? We're just teaching you the introductory part, right, of data science of a thing, right? Because you are working with data analysis also. All right. So with that being said, let me just quickly drop an update on what you'll be learning this week. So for this week, you're going to start your pandas. Um, this Power BI, I think you guys already did this, right? So this will be updated also. This was a pre-recording session. So this guide will be updated very soon, right? I'll message your tutor for that. Right. So for this week, you're gonna start Python for data analysis. You're gonna start pandas data frame. You work with the pandas data frame, and also you're gonna work with um reading and writing data with pandas. All right. So get ready for that. And also you're gonna be learning about DAX and data visualization. All right. So with that being said, just make sure that you are ready for these five guys that are coming up this week. And after that, we'll just have 1 week more session just to understand the data visualization and also do a Power BI capstone project, right? And after that, then you guys will just go ahead to join us. We'll just do a mini milestone project, and also we're going to talk about how you can basically get internships, how you can start applying for jobs, how you can start applying for internships rather, and also what you can do to make yourself prepared to start applying for internships, right? And also, we're going to talk about the importance of projects and networking, right? Just for that last week. So, make sure you get prepared. We're going to be wrapping up the class by then, all right? So you can see we have made a lot of progress, especially those that are really, really keyed in from the start. Remember, I said that it's not about just starting; it's about consistency. I can see how far we have gone, all right? So this is very, very awesome, and it's nice to actually see you guys that you are still with us. So with that being said, that's just the update on my end, and I don't want to waste much of our time because I still have a lot to do on my end also. But it was really nice talking to you guys. I mean, the fact that we're few, you're able to communicate. Does anyone have any question? If you have any question for me or you need any clarification, let me know now. Are we good to go, guys? Okay, someone has a question. Alfred, I like it because you always like asking question. All right. So Alfred, go ahead first before Motala.
Okay, sir. Actually, I was able to join the product marketing um, graduating ceremony today, the graduation. So I have a question from there. Are we going to do graduation after our completion, just like they did?
Okay. For the graduation, was that when they were giving them certificate, right?
Yeah, that's the one they did today.
I was not in that particular session actually, but what's going to happen is we are definitely going to meet for a final day and try to wrap this up together.
All right, sir.
All right, sounds good. All
Thank
right,
you very
so you're welcome. Adekunle, go ahead.
much. Right. See, my question is personal. Something that is actually on learning data and actually with also everything that is going on the tech down, AI, and so on and so forth. So it has actually been always been bothering my mind. Because at the point I was thinking probably already that it is or something like this now. Because things like the rate at which AI is actually developing now, and someone is just learning. Sometimes it feels like the field is already saturated. Go to LinkedIn and
You are seeing people posting a lot of so on and so forth, and you're thinking, when am I going to get here? And so on and so forth. And even sometimes checking the job descriptions and so on and so forth. People will ask for 2 years and I mean, I mean working experience. So I just want to ask, maybe dive into clarify the package your year of experience and so on and so forth. Is it still advisable actually to learn data analytics now, or is there some things that you know someone is just learning now and actually stand out even in the midst of what is actually going on presently now, or someone should pursue, or maybe I should pursue something else or so. I really enjoy my question, sir.
Okay, so I get your question, and just to clarify things, your major point is you are basically getting overwhelmed by what you are seeing online, right? So you are seeing people posting AI, this and that, and you're like, oh, am I going to get here? And is this still worth learning? And the answer for you is yes, right? So number one thing that you should do is you should never try to just get oppressed by what you see out there, right? And you have to actually take step in doing something. I like saying this all the time because most beginners, what they feel is they see what is going on out there and they feel oppressed, right? But one thing that they should actually think of is those people that are actually posting out there right now, they started somewhere, right? And that's the same thing that should also be in your ear, that you have to start somewhere. Because trust me, if you are just looking at what is going on out there, you keep getting overwhelmed all the time, right? So what you can do is focus on what you are learning, right? You've started learning already, that's good. Just make sure you focus and be consistent. If you're not consistent, there's no how you will get to where where those guys have gotten, so they are seen online, right? So they're saying they're posting this and that and all of that. They actually pass through some stages also in their own aspect, right? And that's one thing you should know. So if you can put that to your head that you have to start somewhere and stay logged in. Remember, I told you stay logged in, and trust me, you'll be good to go, right? So don't get overwhelmed by what you see out there. Just make sure that you focus. You have a clear roadmap. You have a mentor. You have me. You have other facilitators that are out there. So anytime you have questions, just come ahead to ask us and make sure you are logged in. All right. So Adekunle, are we clear on that?
Thank you so much. I
Oh,
really
all right. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. With that being said, that'll be the end of this meeting. It was really nice talking to you guys again. And I'll see you guys in our next I'll see you guys next week actually. All right, bye everyone. So sorry you are just joining us. Ajana, we are done with the meeting and the meeting will be ending now, but no worries. Um, so let me just quickly give you a go ahead. So can you give us the updates from your end before we end this meeting? Ajana, are you there? Or should I call you Susanna? Can you hear me? Okay, just to be clear, can everyone else hear
Yes,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Sure. So can you go ahead with your updates for the week?
The thing is that I just joined the group very recently, so I'm still trying to get figure my way around it.
Oh, you just joined. What platform is that? Are you there, Susanna?
Yes, network is a bit bad. Data science.
Okay, sounds good. So what you can do is just go ahead to check on the pinned chat or the group description. You're going to see the Excel sheet, right? That Excel sheet contains the roadmap and what you need to learn to just catch up with where we are. I'm not pretty much sure you'll be able to catch up with where we are now, because you just joined, but what you can do is you can actually go ahead to always watch the videos that are on YouTube and all of that. And also, if you want to also listen to the recordings that we have today, it's going to be uploaded on YouTube very soon. So with that being said, Thanks for joining, and bye guys, bye everyone. I'll see you guys next week.